Well, Arn, the next topic I wanted to cover for this month, WCW fired Ricky Steamboat, who was unable to compete. We talked about the back injury that he suffered in a match with Steve Austin in August at the Clash of Champions. But Ricky's wrestled a handful of matches in the 30 years since. But you told us what a loss this was for the company. Did you know if the company had ever offered Steamboat a different position? I asked because it seems like WCW would want to do anything they could to keep a guy like Steamboat involved or on the roster or something.
There wasn't that. I don't think there was a acceptance in the office of every wrestling company, for that matter, of just how valuable that knowledge that Ricky had, how you could step outside of being a wrestler and become a teacher, and he might not have at the time. If it's a back and he's still making the towns, he's not going to heal up. And maybe that injury was worse than what we thought. And he had to go home and heal up, But,
yeah.
I know that he was, when I was with WWF, obviously, and Ricky was a producer for a while. And I saw how the young kids responded to the things that he was teaching them, the selling and all those things that he was so good at. And you could just tell those kids were gaining a lot of knowledge from Ricky. But the timing, I think, was, you hurt your back in this business. You still got to walk airports, and you still got to sit and rent a cars. You still got to do a lot of things that are not favorable to you healing up and getting well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we had a couple fan questions about the Dragon and his departure. Dylan says, this is the month and year I was born, sir. November 94, month and year Dylan was born. Hey, happy birthday back to you back in 94 November, Dylan. He said, with Ricky Steamboat being fired, did you think WCW could have ever found another pure babyface like him again?
Who fired him? I don't remember that being the case.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, firing Ricky Steamboat that I don't remember. That was part of the storyline.
No, he was fired. Like he couldn't wrestle anymore. So here's the door. Yeah. Jeff not coaching this season. Jeff Fisher says, if you think that Ricky Steamboat was at his most effective when chasing a heel for a top level singles title, it seems that the fans were not as invested in him when he started working tags or in feuds with the lower mid card. What say you, Arn? Do you think that's where Steamboat was most effective?
Yeah, as a single challenger who go back and watch his matches, he would sell, but he was always in the fight. And that was his drawing ability. You knew that he would never quit. So no matter how bad he was hurt and how much he was selling, you knew he was still in the fight.